Hey guys! So today I thought I would do the Canadian tag. Yeah, it's just called the Canadian tag. So I'm going to leave the link to the questions down below so you can follow along or do your own version of this tag. Alright, so let's get started. Question 1. What do you order at Tim Hortons? So I normally get a large hot chocolate, half white, half regular. So it's like regular hot chocolate mixed with white hot chocolate. It's really good. It's kind of like creamy but still chocolatey. If I get a donut, I normally get an apple fritter. And if I order a sandwich, I normally get the BLT. Number 2 is what is the most annoying Canadian stereotype? I think the most annoying one is that we all say a lot. There are some people I know who do say a all the time, and anytime I say a or someone I know says a, I normally like joke about it. So, yeah. Number 3 is how many provinces and territories have you been to? So BC, Alberta, Saskatchewan, Manitoba. Yeah, and then I'm from Ontario, so 4 I've visited, 5 technically in total. Question 4 is where are you from? I am from Southern Ontario. Not Toronto or any like the big cities. I'm from a smaller town. Yeah, so Southern Ontario. Number 5 is what words do people think you say weird? I'm not quite sure. Probably like I always mix up when I'm talking like specific and Pacific. And I say especially weird apparently. A big stereotype is that we say about as about, which isn't correct at all. But yeah, I can't really think of any words off the top of my head that I say weird according to other people. Number 6 is what is your favorite YTV show? And I haven't watched YTV in so long that I had to actually Google what shows are on YTV. So Fairly Odd Parents is a show I watched a lot as a kid, preteen kind of age. I also watched, I think it was Molly and the Big Comfy Couch, or what was it called? Let me double check. Oh, it was just the Big Comfy Couch. There's probably other shows that I just don't remember. I thought Danny Phantom was on YTV, but apparently that was Nickelodeon. So, yeah. So I guess my favorite YTV shows as a kid would have been Fairly Odd Parents and The Big Comfy Couch. There's other shows I've seen, like on the list I looked at, that I recognize, like Jimmy Two Shoes and stuff, but they weren't really shows I enjoyed very much, so I don't really count them because, yeah. So number 7 is what is one thing that you wish you could buy in Canada but you can't? Thanks to online shopping, I can pretty much buy anything that I need. There are a few things that you can't buy in Canada because they're illegal or whatever. Like, when we were trying to get our kids to start walking, we were looking for little walkers. It's like this little seat and it has wheels and stuff, but you can't get them anymore. Instead, you get like a saucer instead of wheels at the bottom. It's because lots of kids like would be walking around in it and like go down the stairs, so you can't get them anymore. And even if you try to order it on like Amazon or something, it gets stopped at the border. I didn't really have an issue with this. I was fine with the saucers, but I know a lot of older generations, like my mom and my grandma, were really upset when they found out that we couldn't get a walker, but that's fine. So question 8 is, have you ever seen deer, moose, or other wildlife? I don't recall ever seeing a moose, but I have seen deer a few times in my life. There's been a couple times as a kid where we've either seen them like in the forestry areas while we're driving through country, or there was once we almost hit a doe and her fawn, and my mom let them cross the road, and then she like booked it out of there because she didn't want to deal with the buck because he was apparently close behind. I don't know, but I also have seen like rabbits in my backyard. One of them lives under my garage. Birds, squirrels, chipmunks. But I think by wildlife you mostly mean moose and deers and oh, I've seen loons, I think. Yeah, that's about it. 9 is, do you enjoy the weather? So I like the end of spring and then the really hot summertime and then the beginning of fall. I am not a fan of the end of fall, winter, and the beginning of spring. I don't really like the cold. I'm just not a fan of cold. I don't like putting on a bunch of extra clothing to go outside and stuff. I prefer summer because then I don't have to hunt for socks. I can just wear sandals or flats. I don't have to wear a coat. I can wear shorts. I can wear tank tops, t-shirts. Yeah. It's also easier to get my kids dressed because I don't have to hunt for socks. But I think I'm a biggest fan of like that sweet period in the middle of spring and the middle of fall where it's like nice but not too hot, where you're all sweaty and gross, and not cold because cold. Yeah, so I would say like living in Canada, I enjoy it because if it was only hot we would get giant snakes and spiders, which I'm not a fan of. And if we lived like Northwest Territories, Nunavut, where it's like more northern and really cold, I wouldn't like that either because I don't really like the cold. So I guess where I'm living is good temperature wise, and I can live with the few months of cold as long as it eventually gets warm. Question 10 is, who is your favorite Canadian celebrity? Again, I had to Google this because I didn't want to mess up like where people are from or anything. And so on the list, I would have to say that my favorite Canadian celebrity is Ryan Reynolds. He was born in Vancouver and he plays like Deadpool and all them, and I really enjoy Deadpool and I think he's really funny and kind of witty and he fits the character well, and I just really enjoyed that. Yeah, so I would have to say he is my favorite Canadian celebrity. Okay, and then question 11 is, why are you proud to be a Canadian? I would have to say free healthcare is a big thing. I like not having to worry about like if one of my kids are really sick and need to see a doctor, that I can just take them to see the doctor and don't have to worry about paying for like medical bills or anything. It's all covered with our taxes and everything, and that I think is something that I am the most proud of about being Canadian. Yeah, so that is the Canadian tag question list thing. If you want me to do more tags, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and ring that bell. And I will see you all again soon. Bye-bye!